Today we're going to have a quick look at Yamaha's brand new Arius series. In front of me I've got the YDP-144. We're going to have a quick look at that and then we'll move on to the 164. So first of all, let's think about what the Arius series is. Essentially the Arius series acts as an alternative to Yamaha's Clavinova series. Clavinova, most people would probably say, is the next step up from Arius, but in terms of playability, sound, quality within such a compact and elegant design for home use, the Arius series acts as a great solution for a lot of people. So let's have a quick look at this Yamaha Arius series. The two main things that everybody's looking for in a digital piano is, first of all, the touch, the playability of the piano, how it feels beneath the fingers, and also the sound. Those are the two really main things that you want from a good home use digital piano. And when it comes to that, the Arius series does a really great job for the price range. That's been helped, especially in this new Arius series, by a little revamp in a couple of features. First of all, there's a much better speaker system in the Arius series now. And built into the cabinet, so it resonates through the wood quite nicely, really good quality sound. But the main difference in the new Arius series is that they have used the CFX Yamaha grand piano sample sound. In the predecessor models, they used the CF3S grand piano sound, which was still awesome, but it was slightly outdated by the CFX grand piano sound, and that's what was in all of the Clavinova range. So that's what turned people on a lot more to Clavinovas and not so much to Arius. There was a distinct difference in sound. But now the Arius series is equipped with that CFX grand piano sound. So one thing that a lot of people used to critique about the Arius series was the navigation system. It used to be that on Arius you just had a few buttons down the side here, and you had to use that to access all of the sounds and functions that are built within the piano. Some people found that a little bit difficult. It's not too hard once you get your head around it, but to begin with it can be a little bit tricky. Well, Yamaha has essentially solved that problem by making the new Arius series compatible with their really easy to use Smart Pianist app. So using the Smart Pianist app by Yamaha is really easy. You just hook it up to the digital piano and you're ready to go. It automatically syncs up with the piano, so it's very easy. The coolest thing I think is that you can just click in this menu here, and if you hit voice, you got my main piano sound there, the CFX grand piano sound. Now what I can do is I just click on the piano here, and straight away I'm taken to every voice that I've got available within the piano. So I have the grand piano sound, some variations of that, a mellow grand, a pop grand. I've got a couple of electric piano sounds here. Nice electric piano sound, a vibraphone. Jazz organ. And then finally, these gorgeous string sounds. All right, very cool. So all I need to do is click on one of these sounds. Let's go back to the grand piano sound. If I hit done, and there we are. So my main piano sound there, very clear. The main sound is the grand piano. Now what I can do as well is I can layer a sound on top of that. So if I just hit layer here, so automatically it comes up with the string sound to layer on top. But I can click in that, and again I can select any piano sound or any other sound that I want. But I'll stick with the strings just now, so let's hit done. So I've got CFX grand piano and a string sound over the top of that. Sounds pretty good, but if I'm not happy with the levels between the two instruments, I can easily change that as well. So if I hit on this little mixing desk down here, so that brings up the main sound, the layered sound, and the sound of the song. If I were playing along to a song, we'll maybe get to that a little bit later. So I'd maybe like to have the strings a little bit louder than I did just then. So I can just drag this up, click off. So it's very easy to control a lot of the features in the piano from the app. For example, the metronome sound. Hit on the metronome down here. The metronome is always a great practice tool for when you're practicing at home. And you can change everything within here. You can select the tempo just by dragging this back and forth. You can select the time signature. A feature I really like is that you can tap your own tempo if you don't know exactly the tempo of the song that you want to try and play. So let's just tap a tempo in here. And you can see it was editing it as I did that. So it turns out I was tapping at 66. Let's see. Another great feature of the Yamaha Arius series, which is a great practice tool and also just a little bit of fun, is that you can actually record yourself. You can play it back, listen to yourself playing, and really critique your own playing, see what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong, see how you can improve. And again, it's really easy to do through the app. So we've got the record button down on the left-hand side here. If I just hit that, bring up this screen here. So I'm going to do a new song with an audio file. And I just hit this record button here, and away I go. All right, so I just hit stop down on the left-hand side here, bring me up to a new screen. So it's recorded that and I can play it back. All right, so if I'm happy with that, I can either save it or I can hit cancel and I can try again. So as you can see, there's a lot of cool features built into the Arius YDP-144. And now that it's compatible with the Smart Pianist app, it's very easy to navigate and really get into all of those features. For such a compact size, it's a great little digital piano. However, there's another one in the Arius series, the YDP-164, which is even better than this one. Okay guys, so now I've got the Arius YDP-164 in front of me. You can see straight away just by looking at it that they're a little bit different. So the 164 has a much bigger cabinet. While that might just seem like an aesthetic quality, it does improve the sound of the instrument an awful lot. There's more wood for the sound to resonate through in the cabinet, and there is also a much more sophisticated speaker system built into this cabinet than there is in the 144. So it's a much richer sound. And couple that again with the CFX grand piano sound that's built into here, and you've got a really great sounding digital piano. However, the main difference that I feel between the 164 and the 144 is in the touch of the piano. So the 164 has what's called Yamaha's GH3 hammer action. That's a much more sophisticated one that's in the 144, which has the GHS. So in this one, it just registers your playing, all the nuances and the expression of your playing a lot more, and really captures your performance much more authentically and reproduces that in the sound. Also, the 164 has synthetic ebony and ivory key tops. That makes them, again, feel more authentic, like a real acoustic piano. And also, it makes the key tops a little bit more absorbent. So when you're playing, your fingers aren't slipping around all over the place, which they can on some digital pianos, which just have the plastic key tops. So overall, I'd say that Yamaha have really stepped up the Arius series with these two new models, especially the 164. But both of them sound a lot better to me with the new CFX grand piano sound within there. And the 164 in particular has a much better touch than the predecessor. I would definitely recommend both of these pianos for somebody who's looking for a really good quality digital piano for home use, for practice, but they're not looking to break the bank too much. Especially for children that are just starting to learn piano, I think this would be a really great option for you.